go Jarrett and then Maynard, and we'll add some more people in there. Take it away, dude.
All right. Which situations would result from a lack of servant leadership? Choose 3. Project manager experienced in predictive methods is taking on an agile product for the first time. To help in adjusting, the project manager makes a watch list of situations that arise from inadequate action as a servant leader. Which situations will result from a lack of servant leadership? Choose 3. All right. Yep. So this is a agile project, but with a project manager whose experience is heavily on the waterfall side. So he's getting his feet wet in an agile situation. So it looks like there's a little bit of a struggle in regards to how servant leadership is done.
Oh, okay, I like it.
So looking at these answers, number 1A rather, team members avoid taking on challenging tasks. Which situation will result from a lack of servant leadership? Okay, team members avoid taking on challenging tasks. I'll hold on to that.
There's a couple new people on here, Jared. Before you go too deep, can you, in your words, say like what it means to be a servant leader?
So a servant leader is someone who leads their team in a manner that they are encouraging their team, they're uplifting their team, they're before their team, but they're not a taskmaster. They are someone who the team has confidence in because of their manner of leadership.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, and then they're like kind of helping pave the road and break it down, build them up, all those things. Beautiful. So we're looking for a lack of servant leadership. So we're kind of looking for bad things here because servant leadership, good, bad. Okay, so how about you said? Would you say with A, keep it or let it go, or what'd you say, man?
Oh, I said keep it.
Okay, keep it. All right, let's keep going. B.
All right. Team members avoid direct communication with other departments. I'll keep that as well.
Okay.
Team members raise impediments they are unable to eliminate. I'm kind of iffy on that one, so this is hold it for now.
You can't hold them all. I only got two. I think that's the biggest hands in the world. So talk to me about why you like it or dislike it. Just like you don't have to hate it, but what are you thinking?
Well, what I'm thinking is the impediments that they're unable to eliminate. I understand the lack of a servant leadership, but this is the team members raising this impediments. This is not the project manager raising it. So I'm kind of, until I go get, because I haven't read the other 2 yet. So until I read those, I'm going to kind of.
Don't matter. You've been long enough. It don't matter. So is it a bad thing? We went through this as a bad thing. Is it a good thing? You can answer a simple question. Is it a good thing or a bad thing that the team members raise impediments they're unable to eliminate? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. I mean, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because they're identifying them. The bad thing is only that they're unable to eliminate them. So that's not a bad thing that they see that there are impediments and that they are issues that they are dealing with.
Yeah, and they're bringing it to you. If they're coming to you, they're saying, "Hey, Jared, I did my best. I tried to get down. I can't get this figured out. I just want to let you know. I don't want to let this sit. Like, can you help me out, dude? Or who should I talk to? Or how should I do this?" Exactly. So that's not a bad thing. So if we're looking for bad things, this is not a bad thing. So I'll help you. We get rid of it. So let's go to D.
High performers in the team move to more senior positions. That's not a bad thing. So I don't see that as being an issue of lack of servant leadership.
Okay.
Project stakeholders express skepticism of agile methods. That is a bad thing.
That is a bad thing. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with A, B, and E.
A, B, and E.
That's my comment.
Yeah. Love it. Appreciate it, man. So it's a bad thing. Maynard, what jumped at you when you were reading this, sir? Thank you, Jared.
So I guess the way I attack this question is the opposite, is like what two solutions are a reflection of servant leadership. So it's easy for me to eliminate.
Yeah.
And I do agree with C and D. Those are like the both positives of servant leadership. And so my solutions would be A, B, and E as well.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you went to either side of the coin is good. Dustin, you were on ABC. Talk to me about C. Like we just talked about it, but what are you thinking, dude?
Yeah, I might have read C a little too quickly. I guess my initial thought was that the impediment has been raised up and it won't be eliminated. So if you lack servant leadership, you wouldn't be able to eliminate that as well. That's kind of like your job as a servant leader to get rid of these impediments for the team members.
All right, that's awesome. That's good. Yeah, got it, nailed it. And then Darian, like as you're getting into this, dude, no big deal. Like this is kind of like servant leadership is like leaders that take care of their guys like in the field and stuff. So if like the team is scared to like, go into tough jobs or do stuff, and they're like, hey, not me, I'm not taking this gamble. Like that's not the environment that like a good leader would create. If like a good leader's out there, the guys are gonna be like, hey man, I'm gonna take a swing at it. I know my boss is gonna back me regardless of what happens. I'm not really worried about it. And then, if you're in a good environment, your team would be like, hey man, I'm gonna talk to this guy. I'm gonna figure something out. If we can work the communication across departments, they're not gonna be scared. They're not gonna be putting their head down. They're not gonna be like, hey, go to someone else. I'm not taking any chances. And then the thing with like agile leaders and stuff, like in an organization, if you're operating in a more engaging way and like your team is like more like just like a highly organized, effective thing, a lot of times those kind of leaders that are involved in that have to go out into an organization and kind of press the flesh and shake hands and like explain to be like, hey man, our guys do things like a little different. Like don't be turned off or whatever. Like this is the way it goes. They're going to reach out to you. We're going to talk about it. We're just trying to be open about this stuff. They try to like open up the environment so that the team can be more effective. So if the environment says like, hey, if these agile guys, there ain't anything special. It's just a name. It's nothing good. Then this out front guy hasn't done his job to either set the environment inside or set the environment outside. And so that might be an indication that like things aren't going so great in the neighborhood. So just trying to break it down. So we're good to go.